Hi everybody, welcome to the Soulful Soul. My name is Gladys and this is your zodiac reading for the second quarter of 2022. This reading is for Gemini. Hi Gemini, welcome to your 3-monthly or quarterly reading, zodiac reading for your sign. I'm doing two parts. There's two parts to the reading. The first is to look at your theme for the next 3 months, and then after that I will do the Celtic cross. So stick around and let's see what comes up for you. Oh, no, let me get your others, your energy around you, and advice. Okay, so Gemini, you are getting clarity on something. You are either cutting out something that's not served you, or you are putting your foot down, but there's something that's becoming clear to you, or you are making clear if it's something you need to speak out about. You're doing that. Well, that's your theme for the next 3 months. It's just cutting out what is not necessary. What could work against you is, this is the Tower card. It's things crashing down unexpectedly, and perhaps that's something you need to accept, that if they do, they do, and that you have the ability to handle them. I'll get it clarified for that, but that's what it's suggesting right now. It could also speak about something that fell down coming back. That's a feeling that I'm getting, is something that you thought was complete, which could be disruptive to your program of getting clarity, speaking your mind, like putting forward holding your needs high on your list of priorities, like being clear about that. What could work for you is this equal sharing. It's something to do with partnerships and your place in that, knowing that there's some kind of space where there's a lovely give and take, a reciprocal energy. This is yours, and that's around you. So you are letting go, and I think this is what's happening, is that you're letting go of these. This is about letting go of the fights, the unnecessary squabbles maybe, and competition, or taking on too much. You're getting clarity on that. You're paring down, I think, and what's around you. And maybe this is where this leads, is to this open heart chakra. It's almost like becoming clear about who you care about and who you let into your life and who's important to you, and possibly bringing that in because of that clarity now, And then your advice, I think your advice is saying keep an open heart. Don't shut yourself off because you're afraid of the Tower. Don't shut yourself off from possibilities, Gemini. We can do that, because we're afraid of the fallout, which is that Tower. And maybe that's your message, is don't shut yourself off because you're afraid of fallout. Let's get clarification. So with your clarity of belief, it's about the good and bad things for you, what is good and what is bad for you. You know, we have white sage here. This is the Five of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So this is your energy. It's energy of the mind. It's getting clear in your mind about what's serving you and what doesn't serve you. And with sage, I think there's also an energetic clearing that you are bringing through this clarity of in your mind. Maybe you need to use sage, white sage in particular, Gemini. But the Five of Swords can be like destructive energy. So I think that you are cutting out destructive energies, yours and or others. What could work against you? You get another air card, and this is like the Page of Swords. I think it's you not trusting yourself. Really, it's this idea that being too fearful of tower moments. Don't be so fearful of tower moments that you don't act. That's it. It's just advice, really. Working for you is another. Gosh, Gemini, the next 3 months are going to be very much head months for you, which is a comfort zone maybe, and perhaps you will have to challenge yourself to go more into your heart a little bit. It's not that it's bad to be in air, but it's a comfort zone for you as an air sign, you know. And here with the giving and receiving, you have the Eight of Air, the feeling trapped. But this is what's working for you. I think you, with this clarity of belief, are letting go of the game playing or the things that are destructive for you, moving through this gate where you feel trapped, and you're moving towards things that are more where you feel there's a more even give and take. So that's what can work for you. That's what could work against you. Choose this one, you know. That's the advice basically. With the challenging times, you get the Seven of Fire. So 2 fire signs here. Fire, not the signs, but fire. The fire element is showing up here. The Seven of Wands is talking about, so maybe you are simply letting go of this need for competition. And you are paring down, but with the Seven of Wands there might be an element of giving up, you know, like not standing up for yourself. So just think about that. You know, you can give up the games, but you can still stand up for yourself. And what's around you is the Eight of Coins with the heart chakra. So I think that there might be love coming in for you, and it's like an easeful love, and maybe that's what you're working towards. Maybe that's why you are paring down, like finding your way to heart-centered relationships that are not hard work. Your advice is the Four of Cups with the Four of Cups. Wow, how do you like that? So such a strong message for you, Gemini, that you need to just keep, and that's a 4 as well. The heart chakra is a 4. There's something about your heart chakra. So I'm inclined to feel this is your energy. You really are. Maybe there's a strong focus on love for you right now, and you are looking for love that is where you can speak your mind without fear, where you don't feel trapped, where you feel there's an even give and take, and where you feel it's not hard work, it's not this competition, it's not like you having to stand up for yourself. So trust that. But in order to do that, you really do need to keep an open heart, Gemini. So I would say for the next quarter, work with the heart a lot. Keep coming back to your heart chakra, you know. I do have a heart chakra meditation. You can use that if you like. Not the meditation, the Reiki. Just use that. But just if you're doing it, focus on your heart. But you don't even need that. You can sit out, focus on the beautiful green grass and the greenery around you. Even the water's heart energy being the, representing emotions and flow, but do things that make you feel connected in your heart. I feel like your mind is going to be clear about cutting things out, and to balance that, work a lot with your heart. Bring yourself back to your heart. This is the same card as that, the Eight of Coins, and you get it with the Queen of Wands. It's possible there's a Queen of Wands in your energy, but I think what this is also saying is that this can be your focus, but you can do creative things to keep you out of not too stuck in your head. When you find yourself stuck in your head, do what feels creative. It could be swimming. What feels like creative to you, what feels like not a head thing to you, or whatever feels like creativity to you, just to get yourself out of that. That's what your 3 months ahead, that's your theme for the 3 months ahead. Okay, Gemini, let's move on now to your Celtic Cross. I can't use my Gemini. I'm not using my dragon for you today. I'm not letting it blow smoke because my boys has a throat infection and he gets so affected by the incense. Beneath the deck you have the Eight of Swords. So that was one of your themes that came out in your theme. One of the issues was this feeling trapped or removing yourself from the traps, or the state of feeling trapped, Gemini. So let's see what unfolds here. You get the 10 of Swords in reverse, and you get the Ace of Wands. I never know if this is upright or in reverse, but what I feel it's saying is that your new beginning, whatever this new beginning is related to you letting go of the past, is cutting something, and maybe that's also another thing that comes from your clarity of belief. That Ace of Swords is about cutting something out and and clearing the way for something new. You get the Lovers. This is your card, Gemini, and it was in reverse. Look at the yin yangness of it, like the not harsh, the more the jagged edges and the soft, the hard and the soft. So Gemini, I think your challenge in the month ahead is to harness your energy of integration of your own energy, the twins, the Lovers, the twins. You see, one of the things about being a Gemini is this duality, and maybe your challenge is going to be very much that thing about the heart and the head, trying to be temperate about it, about finding that more ease instead of swinging one way and the other. You have the King of Cups in the reverse in the near past. So I think that you have let go of this energy. There's a person in the past. It could be a work relationship, but there's something in the past that was no longer satisfying you, that you have released. In your unconscious, you get the Two of Swords, and there again, it's in the reverse. So there's this strong element, Gemini, of you maybe coming to terms with the either or, and finding a balance between the either or. And that's the challenge for you. The card representing you is the Seven of Wands, which is great because you got it in your theme as well, and it's about standing up for yourself, Gemini. It comes back to that Ace of Swords. I think that your next 3 months are about standing up for yourself, being clear about what it is you want and don't want. And that's the ticket to your healing, because you get the Three of Swords in the reverse here. It could be another person as well. It's energy that they are starting to heal from something from the past. This could be this King of Cups. But there's healing happening, and maybe your relationship is healing as well. If it is a relationship, it could be a workship as well, something to do with work. In the near future, you get the Five of Wands. Gemini. So this is your big theme, is this competitiveness or this competition. It doesn't have to be that. Five of Wands can, for me, it also can represent taking on too many very different things. So just be aware of that, because it can lead to scattered energy. And it came up in your theme because it's there as a guide to look out for that. You have Death, Scorpio, card of Scorpio. That's a King of Cups. But Death, this is in your advice. It's saying, there's this Ten of Swords in the reverse here. It is reminding you that, and it comes back to that Tower, to maybe this is a challenge for you, is letting go when the time is right, is knowing that it's time to let go, But I think that's a common challenge for so many of us, no matter, it's so easy to cling to the familiar or something, So it's about learning to allow death to happen. And then you get the World card in the outcome, and it's in reverse. So it's definitely a theme for you, Gemini, to challenge yourself. But we'll get clarifiers about allowing, I think what the World card there is saying that something you think is over might not be over, or maybe not as complete as you need it to be. And sometimes things linger, right? But let's see. So I'm just thinking about it. There's a new beginning waiting to happen, and it requires the ending, the completion of something in a satisfactory way. So think about that, Gemini. Two here. Beneath the deck. Oops. And then beneath the deck you get the sun. Oh, lovely. Such a lovely card to get. And it's not showing nicely here. But it's like the sun is shining on your reading, basically, And the fact that I needed to put it up just echoes that, right? In order for you to see it. It's beautiful. It is looking over your reading, like bearer of good tidings. Okay, this is doing Yoga Yoga. There we go. with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, you get the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Gemini, love seems to be a theme, right? And what I'm getting here is almost like you wanting, you have ideas about what romance is, and maybe you are hankering after like romance. In the near past, you have, with the King of Cups, you have this Two of Swords in reverse. And perhaps you became clear about this King of Cups, that you kind of have let go of. It even could be a state that you've let go of, this state of emotional connection or something. But it could be a person as well. But you were undecided, and then you made a decision about that. But right now you are, I think, hankering after romance, like even infatuation. You want puppy love is what I'm getting here. You don't want to let go of the idea of puppy love, and why not? You get the Ace of Swords with the King, Ace of Wands with the King of Swords. Sorry. But this new beginning of yours, here's this coming up again. This is your energy, and it's in the reverse. So Gemini, it's like you are resisting this clarity. You're resisting speaking up for what you want. You're resisting it for some reason. You have this possibility of a new beginning, but it feels like you're afraid to speak up for it and about it, or to it even. Maybe you want to offer someone love, or you want to start something new. It could even be something like there's a job that you want, and or a scholarship you want to apply for, or something, and for some reason you are holding yourself back from that. It could even apply in love, because you have the Knight of Cups and you have the King of Cups there. So for some of you, it's definitely around love. Maybe you're infatuated with someone, but you are very reluctant to maybe let go properly. Okay, so there is a letting go that has happened, but sometimes there's a lingering holding on, and that's what I'm seeing in your reading because of that World card also in the reverse there. And there is this theme of wanting to but not. And also the Ten of Swords is in the reverse there, so suggesting that you are holding on, maybe even holding on to hard times, and maybe you're holding on to ideas of love that are painful. So just see what fits for you, and maybe that's why you won't make this overture if it's love. Same with the work relationship. Maybe you've been stung in the past, and so you don't want to put yourself out there. With the Lovers, you get the Hermit. Now, are you being a recluse? Are you choosing to go within rather than open yourself up to love? Are you finding refuge in being a hermit? That's the question. 9 and 6, they are opposite each other, opposite numbers. So I don't know if being a hermit is the right thing for you right now, Gemini. Because everything else is suggesting outward movement. That Ace of Swords is like clarifying, putting yourself out there, But let's see if we can get a card for the Hermit just now. You have the Two of Swords. With the Two of Swords in your unconscious, you get Judgment. You are really wanting a renewal, and I think it might come, but I feel like you need to do this work of letting go first, properly letting go. And I think what it is for you, Gemini, is looking at it, what it is you want. What does the Lovers look like for you? What does that equal partnership look like for you? Are you still holding on to ideas about love, about things that didn't work in the past? are you holding yourself back from love or partnership because of being hurt in the past? And here with the Two of Swords and the Judgment, both two numbers, they really do echo each other. I think that I always see this as my inventory card. So maybe you can do that. What is it that you're afraid of? Pros and cons of whatever it is, this thing that you are hesitant about, this speaking up for yourself, this getting clarity. What are the pros and cons of that? And I think even just writing them down helps clarify for us. With the Five of Wands, you get the Knight of Swords. So there's again, so there's this. No, this is not the 5. It's the 7. So there might be a Knight of Swords around you. Knight of Swords around you. This is someone who's not speaking truth. But although the Gemini, this is your energy, right? It's swords, but it's also representing you here. And there again, we have this. There's you holding back on speaking your truth, and in the process standing up for yourself. So there's something there. And there your King of Cups shows up again. This King of Cups that maybe hurt you, or you hurt, or there was hurt there between you. There's a healing happening there. For some of you, you might be reconciling with the King of Cups, but in order to do that, you've got to be the King of Swords and speak your mind. You've got to speak up for a renewed, like if it's something new, a renewal of a past relationship, you need to set clear what is right and not right for you from the outset, in the near future with the Five of Wands, you get the Eight of Swords as well in the reverse. Gemini, there's this need to free yourself from these conflicting thoughts, conflicting ideas, there's nothing wrong with conflicting ideas, right? But you do need to, there's some way, either where there's competition, or you feeling trapped by perceived competition, or by taking on too much. But with the Eight of Swords in reverse there, and the Eight of Swords here, and it came up in your theme, I see you letting go of that, which is great. I see you letting go of that. Let me get a K5 for the Hermit and for your Eight of Swords. Oh, wow. So there's this idea again of working hard for something. I think this is saying, also could be talking about patience with this lovership, this love thing. And maybe the Hermit here is just saying, take it easy, that you always have that inner light to withdraw to if you need to. And maybe that's part of your fears of love, is that they can be consuming, And then with the Justice in the reverse, you are really wanting or needing something that's more balanced, Gemini. And that's what you need to stand up for, something that's more balanced, something that's more fair in some situation. It came up in your theme as well. So it might be a theme for you that you're trying to confront right now. You do have Justice in the reverse, so it might be a theme that you're working on in the next 3 months. And in your advice, the Nine of Swords and Death. The Nine of Swords comes before the 10, and the Nine of Swords is all that sleepless nights and worry. I think you have to let go of worry, and I think it's suggesting that you it's very easy to say, stop worrying, but that is the message, is to, maybe it's also simply saying have more sleep so that you don't worry unnecessarily about things, especially about death, transformation, things that you can't control. Just allow the endings to happen. With the World card, you get the Three of Cups and the Four of Swords. Oh, I like this because it's talking about the playfulness and the having fun, and the Cups energy, the joy of sisterhood and friendship and whatever. So it's partaking in that while also taking time out for yourself. So there's also this balance of finding the balance between your own time and being with others and being with a love. Maybe that's your battle, Gemini, is finding the balance. That I think it's a constant battle for so many of us, is how do you find the battle between sharing your space and having your own space. Those boundaries of relationships kind of thing. So maybe that's what you're working with in the next 3 months. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helps you. Please won't you share your feedback and like if you liked this, and and I'll chat with you again soon. Bye.